This is the unit test dashboard. The goal of it is to create a user-friendly top-down dashboard so that implementers can track the status of unit test development for a collection of feeds inside of an implementation project. When you load the dashboard up for the first time, you'll have to make sure to make a couple of small adjustments so that we can jump right into exploring the different elements. Start by opening the settings panel, disable auto refresh, use sample data instead of API, and disable the use sample data when API fails toggle. The other elements here in the settings panel will be mentioned later, and you can also find them in the documentation. You'll notice when you switch to using sample data that the results change immediately. Using the sample provided data, you'll see that the SGH ADT unit test has 68 passes, 22 pending, and 32 failed tests indicated here in the status column. Note, when auto refresh is disabled, you will need to manually refresh the data using this button instead of the refresh in the browser. If you use the refresh in the browser, the dashboard is reset to its initial state. To view data for each unit test, simply open the View Details panel. Here you'll find a paginated view of each of the unit tests that were run along with their pass-fail status, a description of the results, the time it took to complete the test, as well as other information including a more individualized view provided in a pop-up window that shows the same data organized in a different way. Returning to the settings panel, you'll find text boxes indicating the API URL for both the test results API and the run all tests URL. You can copy these for use with your chosen API testing tool like Silbyte UI or Postman. This text editor provides a way for you to edit sample data to mimic the behavior you're interested in seeing displayed. Behind the scenes, this dashboard is waiting for a JSON response, which it then consumes and displays. So by editing this JSON, you can play with the information displayed. Clicking Reset returns the sample data to its original state when you first load it up. When you're ready to use your test suite, disable the Use Sample Data instead of API toggle and click the Run All Tests in Project button. The tests are run asynchronously, so the results will return as they're completed. This can take a few minutes as it's running the unit testing tool behind the scenes, and it's only waiting for the response from the JSON.